Good morning, boys and girls. It's doggy walk day, and obviously it's going to rain because it's my day to walk the dog. I always say to my husband, why does it rain on my day? I only walk him about 3 days a week because of training and work, and yeah, it pretty much rains every single time I do it. He says I'm lying, but now that I'm doing these videos, I think I might be able to prove this. Anyway, yesterday I was teaching a new student. I was tutoring one-to-one. She's a tennis player. I almost always tutor only athletes for work ethic reasons. They work really hard because they understand the power of repetition. Practice doing something over and over again. Don't practice till you get it right. Practice till you can't get it wrong, all that stuff. Also, I appreciate they have tough schedules to stick to. So do I. So I fully understand that, you know, sometimes we have to move a session to a different day because they have physio, because they have a match, whatever. So she says to me, a brand new student, not taught her before, she said, so do you play sport? I was kind of like, yeah, a little. It amazes me that this day and age that people like you don't do their research. When I was your age, we didn't have the internet. So it was a little harder to find out about people. These days, it's really, really easy. You can do it on your phone. So I was super surprised. So she said, oh, well, what sports do you play? Well, now that's a long story. Right now, obviously, I'm practicing my walking skills, having suffered a dislocated knee. However, I'm an ultramarathoner and a marathoner. That's what I do at the moment, endurance sport. But I've done rather a lot of things. I've done fencing, kayaking, Olympic Taekwondo. I still do that periodically. Obviously, not at this moment in time. I'm a second dan. I have 2 black belts in that. I'm doing the stretching for it at the moment, which is about the only part of it I can do. Oh, here he comes. Can you see him there? Come on, buddy. Come on, buddy. There he is. And I've played cricket for 2 counties. Played football for 1 county. Tennis. Athletics. I used to throw the javelin. I did that for North Cheshire back in the day. Goodness, I've been a football referee, I've been an international assistant referee, so I've officiated in places like Russia, Lithuania, Sweden, America. I did the Women's FA Cup final on the line, assistant referee in 2011. You can go check that for me, I guess. Yeah, so I guess you could say, yeah, I do sport. I do a lot of sport, I always have done. I've done other sort of crazy things like Duke of Edinburgh, where you drag your tent and your food and your cooking stuff around the woods and mountains for 5 days. So yeah, I have a wide and varied sports background. Why am I telling you this? Do your research, find out about people. Don't just work with anybody. You know, find out, is this guy any good? Should I be listening to this woman? What you know, do they know about my sport? Do they know about whatever it is they're supposed to be teaching you? Just because somebody says they're a maths tutor doesn't mean they're any good at it. And it doesn't even mean that they're a qualified teacher, shockingly, which I really think you ought to be. So research. Do you know what? It will save you hours. Here's a really good one. I was with a bent Taekwondo club. I didn't know they were dodgy at the time. I thought they were legitimate. And then I did my brown belt grading, which they told me was the one before black belt. Well, that's interesting because brown belt doesn't exist in Taekwondo. There are 2 forms of Taekwondo, ITF and WTF, and there's no brown belts in either of them. So it was a completely fake martial arts club. And do you know what? Most martial arts clubs out there are fake. So I'd spent 2 or 3 years working in this completely fake system, paying money, thinking I was learning Taekwondo. I wasn't learning Taekwondo at all. So I had to go and telephone the national governing body, GB Taekwondo, or the UK Taekwondo Control Board, and I also telephoned the equivalent in ITF just to check that this club didn't exist anywhere, and they didn't. The instructors never registered, that they weren't teaching Taekwondo at all, and that's it. So I had to start again at a new club where the instructor was legitimate, and that's a big lesson. You know, it's a lot of time, a lot of dedication, and a lot of expense for nothing. All those belts I took, I can't remember how many, probably, I don't know, 8, 9, 10 exams, fake. All of it was fake. So be really careful out there. Do your research. Okay, gotta fly. Gotta go find my dog. Where is he? There he is. Okay, have a great day. Plan ahead, get ahead, stay ahead.